Follow up on limp wristing. I brought out a bunch of guns. Where this stems from is my wife was having problems with the Glock 19 limp wristing. I then proceeded to do some tests of my own and found out that yes, this 19 is certainly susceptible to limp wristing. Now I was using 115 grain, just some bulk garbage. And so I brought out that again, plus I brought out some plus P's, some hollow points, 124 grain. But also I brought out my XDS in 9. I want to try to limp wrist that. Late Boy Scout has generously lended me his CM9 car. And then I also have an XDM in 40 cal and a Glock 27. So honestly guys, I've always heard about limp wristing, but I've never had a problem with it. I thought it would be fun to come out here with all the guns and just give it a different shot and see what happens, see what the results are. Here's the XDS. We'll try limp wristing this one first. What I'm using is that same bulk ammo, the UMC 115 grain that I've been having problems with the 9, or in my Glock. And here we go. I don't want to do this because afterwards my wrist hurts. And this might be a little hard because of that. That worked. That worked. That worked. Okay, there we go. So there's the first jam with the limp wristing of the XDS in 9mm. And I think, yeah, that was the last round. So that shows that it can happen with the XDS. Now let's try it with my Glock 19. Here's the Glock 19. We're going to be using the same 9mm UMC 115 grain ammo. And last time what I could do with this is every single time I limp wristed, it would do it. So here we go. I think I hit that tire. Well, I can't even get it to do it now. That's interesting. If I was holding it different, let's put it like this. Well, there you go. It's not a problem this time. That's interesting.
Try pinching it with like your thumb and your finger there, because I see that your web of your hand is kind of wrapped around the back of that.
Now, let me try it like this. Let me see. There we go. So try it again. That felt really mushy. Let's see if this fires. No. And this one's not going to fire. That felt really mushy again. So there you go. So there's the limp wristing on the Glock 19. Now let's try another one. So here is the Glock 27. This is in 40 caliber. Now guys, this isn't scientific or anything. These are the guns that I have. So I wanted to try it out and see what happens. That hurts. And we ran that one dry. So it would appear either it's a smaller gun, maybe that has something to do with it. Of course it's 40 caliber, so there's going to be a little more power to it. Now let's try another one. Here's the XDM. This is 40 caliber. We'll give that one a shot as well. And that one's dry. Now we'll go to Scout's CM9. Now in theory, this is a 9mm, so we'll see what happens. Okay, nothing there. Now let's go back to the G19, but put some plus P 124 grain ammunition in it. Now my thought process here is that it's 124 grain plus P, so it's got a lot more power. So that energy from the cartridge should give enough inertia to that slide to function properly. Let's see. Maybe I'll just show you real quick. So that's some self-defense ammo. Okay, the slide didn't lock back on that last one, but all of those functioned perfectly. So, take it for what it's worth. The whole limp wristing thing, it's interesting to me, like I said, because I've never experienced it before, going out with my wife, especially with a new gun. I really wanted to flush it out a little bit. Now, it's no secret, if you start doing some digging around, which I did, you'll find that a lot of the Glock 9s are a little bit susceptible to that limp wrist. Why is that important? Well, if you should have a firm grasp on the gun, right? That's going to make a big difference. But the argument that I hear often made is that if your arm is, for example, if it's been shot or if it's been injured in some way and you can't get a good firm grip on that gun. But what we find here is that bulk UMC 115 grain, I can make this one limp wrist and fail. I can make the XDS do the same. The 240s, I wasn't able to do that. And Scout's Car CM9 wouldn't do that either. Now, when I return to the Glock 19 and use my carry ammo, which is 124 grain plus P, I couldn't do it in 4 shots either. So, kind of interesting to me. Take it for what it's worth. Certainly not scientific, but kind of fun for me to flush this out. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you later.